right. We are live. Okay. Hey. I'm trying to finish these up today. I just finished up Sagittarius. Didn't realize it's Scorpio. I had not released it. I should have been released yesterday. So I don't know why. My mess up. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and try and get these last few done and get them up. Remember, these are general readings, okay? I don't have your chart. I don't know where it's in your chart. Even the astrology could be general as well, because, like I said, I don't know what's in your chart. So please don't be judgmental, all right? If it resonates, take what resonates. What doesn't resonate, let it go. You might need to go to your ascending and watch it, whatever it is, if you do know your chart. Or go to your moon sign. That would be another one for you to check out. That may resonate somewhere. So if you take the three and combine them, your sun. Now, this is where I feel maybe this is where the midheaven or the part of fortune comes in at, or the lot of fortune that comes up, where it's a calculation between the sun, the moon, and the ascending. So if you take those three charts and combine them, you may get more sort of more of a I don't know, the word just went the heck out of my mind. More of a resonation with those three. And there where you can get that sort of peace or that fulfillment out of the three. Okay? So check those ones out. Please, like I said, don't be judgmental. Don't say it doesn't resonate with me. I know it's not going to resonate with everybody. Go combine the three. The sun with the combination of the moon and the ascending, and use those as when it comes to the tarot readings, okay? Or even the astrology readings, because I don't know everybody's chart. It's not a personal reading, folks, okay? If you are a subscriber and you've been a subscriber and I am back, I'm trying my best to come back and stay back. Give a thumbs up for the video and share the link to others. Newcomers are welcome. Please consider joining the channel by checking the check mark with the subscribe. Also click on the bell so you can get all the notifications of when I'm posting. And I would love to have you come and join and be a part and have your support here. That would be awesome. But keep like I said, the rules are, these are general. All right. And don't come here with judgment. Please don't. I read different than I would say most people do. I'm not here to just boost your ego or lead you astray. I'm here to try in this way, and my way is try to help you through the struggles that you may be going through. I don't know what everybody's struggle is. I know what mine is, but I don't know what everybody else's is. So keep that in mind as well. I'm here to help. I'm not here to feed your pride or your ego or destroy your pride or your ego or destroy your life or anything like that. I'm not here to say to stay with someone or whatever. It's just a general reading, okay? I'm being upfront and honest with you the best I know how, okay? Capricorns, y'all have been one that has really been very difficult for me. I have struggled with you guys for years. You are ruled by Saturn, which can be very restricting or limiting. And Saturn is not a benefic planet. It's malefic, if anything. And when it couples with other malefic planets, it becomes very difficult. Okay? Look at your major arcanas. One being the devil, which is for your sign. It's shadowy, it's dark, it's bondage and chains. You know, I've been wanting for years to help you guys get past that. Break those chains, break those bondages you have. In any way that I could help you. Also, your other major arcana had to do with the World card. That is the card for your planet, Saturn. So there's an importance here that Saturn can be limited and restricting and dark and bound you into structure, tries to get you to do the work, reorganize your life, restructure your life, reconsider things that are holding you down when it goes retrograde. And it is retrograde right now, and it is retrograde in your third house. Now, when I did the astrology, I always put it in Aries first, since it is the first sign. So always remember that. And I did say in the first video of astrology, if you take your sign and put it in the first house, then you count from around that. Well, I decided to go ahead and put the astrology chart on your tarot reading so you can see that Capricorn is the first house, and then you'll know what signs are your second and third and fourth and all around to the 12th, okay? Remember that the signs are the characteristics and those planets that rule that house. It's the characteristics. Remember, each sign is a characteristic, has its own. So your values may be more like in your second house, which is house of values. Your possessions, your food, and you know, those things how you that you have, the materialistic things you have. With you, it's air. So I don't think you and what is ruling yours is Aquarius. That's a fixed sign. So you are kind of fixed into sort of like Taurus. You hold on to those things. You're fixed in your thinking or in what you know you have. And if it goes out or comes back, you know where it belongs. More or less. You know what goes in and out. You keep track of things. Fixed signs are they're creatures of habit. And so they will do things in their values that are sort of habit forming. And they will change. You will change in direction in your values. You can go this way or you can go that way. So just kind of remember, I just wanted to give a little bit of a little bit of knowledge there on that. So remember that the signs for each of those houses dictate to what is the ruler of that house, the planet, okay? And they each hold the characteristic of the sign and the planet combined, but the house has a definition of what that house stands for. And your characteristics would play the role in that house. How you structure it, how you organize it, how you consider things, or how you may finally reconcile with something. So kind of keep that in mind as well, okay? The house just details things how it stands, a list. But it's the sign and the planet combined that shows how you're going to react. Okay? So let's go on over to the tarot and look at that. Huh. That's strange. I guess it don't matter. Hey, how y'all doing? Good to see you here. I appreciate you being here. Okay, I've already shuffled the cards, and like I said, this is where I was talking about. You already have, just want to open this window up. I don't think I've already got one open. So I can make it larger so I can see. You can see I have your chart here because I like to look at the chart when I am doing the reading. All right. And I like to set the chart exactly where things are at this time. Okay. One thing I'm seeing on the chart right now of importance is I only highlight the major aspects and what's going on. And what we have here is we have the aspect of Mars in Cancer. Mars is known as that warrior. It's the driving force. It's the gas pedal on the card. It's the warrior that will stand and fight, or it will run. That's why it's often called, you're either going to fight or flight. Okay? And it's in the first decant. So this is having a lot to do with a time of birth, a placement of birth, because each decant goes at certain numbers. I use whole houses when I'm doing these, so I don't use, usually it's another one I use, but this one, for this, in general, it's best to use whole houses. This decant runs from 0 to 9. This decant, so anywhere born between the first, it could be here at that end as well. But it's 0 to 9. The next one is 10 to 19. Oops. And the next one is 20 to 29. Okay? So remember, the seasons change, and the sun changes a lot of times between the around the 20th, 22nd, 23rd, depends on the season when it changes, when the sun changes from one sign to the next. So you got to keep that in mind too. The term belts, these are placements of where planets align in these areas. They will lap over some. You can almost look at it as a, they go in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they go 6, 7, then see they lap over. It's almost about like when the sun, that what's ruling through here. Like if you're here, then, you know, in this first term, where Mars is at 4 degrees, 1, 2, 3, 4, it would be right in here. Oops, it won't let me do it. There we go. Be right in there. So Mars in the term belt, you have some rulership there of Mars in this 7th house. Or you would probably either have somebody that would either run or they would stand up and fight for love. And Venus being where, you know, to gain, or there could be loss. You know, Mars, if it doesn't stand its ground and fight for what it wants, then of course, what's going to happen? You're going to lose, right? You're going to have a loss. So Mars is being there right now, and Mars is at the apex. So there's something about Venus, which is beauty, love, values as well, which, and then Mars, are you gonna, just let something go when it comes to your values or love or the beauty of things? Or are you going to stand and say, okay, this is what I want, and I am going to take the charge and go after what I want? Now, when we have a T-square here, as we do, it's an opposition that is made up of two squares. Remember, if we had a square, it'd be going this way, and then it would go back over this way, so we'd have a complete square. But when it's half, it's called a T-square. And it's an opposition line. And this one is, not really sure because those two are combined. I think it's Lilith, yeah. And I used the mean Lilith, meaning that it's, and I use also the mean nodes, meaning that it's personal, okay? It affects the individual. These are individuals. I don't use just the for what they call the true nodes, and I don't use those, or the true Lilith. That one is the black moon. That's something totally different. Even though this has some condemnation to that black moon of standing your ground. So there's something here I feel, okay, on this, is that you're going to stand your ground, but there may be something here in your fourth house, in your home life, where, or it's an outside thing, and there's Venus here as well, because it's connected over here to Mars, but this energy here with the Lilith, somebody's kind of standing their ground. And your 10th house is the house of your of enterprise. Could be business, could be a boss, could be a father. It's under Libra, so there's something about seeking the balance. And it's also with the South Node, there could be something with the past. But something from the past is causing an opposition, or someone or something that's causing an opposition. And it's in the house of partnership, the 7th house, marriage, spouse. And that's where there's balance. So, and we are looking at Libra, and Libra is about balance. So there could be some struggle with a partner opposing because they don't think things are fair and balanced in the home, and it's causing some tension, struggle. And this person may stand their ground against you and saying, look, if we can't work this out, it's not going to work. Because I know Capricorns have a tendency, they're a cardinal sign, like Cancer. So when there's opposition, you've got two, the goat. Fighting over here with the moon, emotions. It's almost like the two fishes going around each other. With something very spiritual. Because you got to remember, in the 7th house, their major arcana with Cancer is don't fail me now, my mind, is the High Priestess. So that could be a very spiritual person. And also, Come on, mind, work. And the Chariot. All right, so my mind is just, I don't know. The High Priestess would represent the rulership of Cancer, which is the moon, which also has a connection to the third house with Pisces, with the moon as well. But the moon is the ruler of Cancer. Now, Mars in Cancer is in a fall. So either the partner feels dishonor, failure in some way as well, or they're willing to stand up for their honor if they feel like they are being dishonored. The Chariot would be the sign of Cancer. So something is like, if you look at it, the High Priest is a very spiritual based, very loving, very comforting, very supportive, very nurturing. You know, she takes the fish, she gives it out. She's the type, I'm just saying she, because Cancer is known as a feminine energy. And she can be very nurturing, but she can also be, when backed into a corner, come out to defend oneself. And so the apex, which all this energy here and here, for the past and the future, is going to this Mars at apex, is, do I stand my ground here? Because that's what Lilith is, that black Lilith up there, that mean Lilith. Do I stand my ground and fight for something here? Or do I, because I feel like I'm being dishonored emotionally, and, you know, giving and giving and giving, but getting nothing back? Or do I just suck it up and just say, you know, I don't care, and I just let it go, and just, you know, that's where the values of the second house come in, where it's stand your ground, or to make something balanced, to equal the balance, the equality between the two. And you being ruled by Saturn here, in Saturn retrograde. Like I said, Mars it's not benefit. It can be in some cases, I would think, if you stand your ground. But these two, when they kind of combined, which they eventually will, they become very manipulative, combative, more or less. So that's just a caution out there if you're a Capricorn. But that's the only major aspect I see that's going on right now, is this Lilith and the North Node. Somebody standing their ground because of some sort of past karmic lessons they may have learned, where things were not, equality was not fair. And we have Venus now going into conjunction with the midheaven as well. You know, as above, so below. So whatever you're doing here, okay, Capricorn, it's going to affect the future. It's going to affect your dreams. It's going to affect your visions, or your God, my eyes hurting. Your imagination. You know, it could be something here, you know, what your imagination is thinking about the future. And there's also with something of healing here in the home that needs to be done. It needs to be reassessed. Remember, all these planets that are retrograde, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Chiron, Uranus now, Jupiter. Jupiter will be going next, and that will be next month, and it'll stay retrograde into the next year. As this will start going direct, things will begin to start moving direct in time over these next few months. So, and as Mars, I'm just giving you some heads up, as Mars moves into Leo, and it will go stationary and go back into Cancer. So they'll be going, something coming back. If you're a Cancer and you're dealing with maybe a Capricorn, or you're a Capricorn, you're dealing with the Cancer, something will come back. Just want to let you know that as well. Okay. So now let's see what we got. Now I read a little different than most people do. All right, we're going to take the bottom, put it in the middle. Take the middle and put it on top. And what's on the bottom was the top. All right. Let's see. We're going to call out for the houses. I don't really put a time frame on this, even though this is being done this month. Because, oh, there we go. You got something here. Sagittarius got this, I believe, in their 9th house. So you may have some Sagittarius somewhere in your chart. Some kind of conversation that needs to be had. In your 2nd house, or you're publishing something out there, we have the Emperor. 3rd house, we have the 2 of Swords. Here's that Libra. 4th house, we have the 3 of Wands. Fifth house, we have the 5 of Wands. Whoa. Something's getting a little picky here. 6th house, we have the 10 of Swords. 7th house, we have the 8 of Cups. Trying to keep all these level. 8th house, we have the 8 of Pentacles. That was also in Sagittarius, but is in their 4th house. 9th house, we have the Magician. They also had that. You may have some Sagittarius somewhere in your chart. Or you may be dealing with somebody, a Cancer, that has Sagittarius in their chart. Somebody here's got, I guarantee you, Sagittarius somewhere along in their chart. In your 10th house, we have the 10 of Pentacles. 11th house, we have the King of Swords. There's another one from their chart. I know somebody's got some Sagittarius somewhere in there. And now we have Justice, which has a lot to do with your 10th house. Your overall energy is the 7 of Pentacles, which we'll talk about. And what's at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn energy, that's your card. 9 of Cups. Healing something here. Something with health. Rehabilitation. Okay, let's talk about your overall energy. Well, wait a minute. I'm going to just let you know if I'm seeing any what signs I'm seeing, and if I see any planets here. Okay. This one here has to deal with Taurus. It's the last stages of Taurus. Something is ready. Something's you're testing it. Seeing. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. I've had a real bad case of something with sinuses. Could be some allergy. I've been sneezing all morning. Oh, wait. I've been trying to get past that. Okay. Oh, my nose hurts. I've sneezed all morning. And I've wiped my nose, blowed my nose. Finally found my spray, and I put it up in there, and I'm hoping it's worked for a little while, but I don't know how long it's going to last. Anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. So, this is Taurus, but it's at the last stage of Taurus. So, you've been preparing something. It's also like food or a game where something you're almost done with. You're testing to see if it is done. I don't know what's going on here because I haven't called out what, and it may come more clear to me as I go through it. But it's like you're testing something here. Did I have all the ingredients in? Did I follow all the steps, all the directions? It's to gain something here. It's not a completion, but it's to gain something here. Now, I do see you have a Page of Swords here, and I see you have a Page of Pentacles here. Now, that being said, this is a season. I look at pages and aces as seasons. It's a time sort of thing for me. A lot of people use the Wheel of Fortune as time. But to me, these are seasons. Seasons of opportunity. There's something here that something's saying with these two. Something you're doing here. And I'll tell you when the season on this is. It runs during this period in your life. So, are you starting to communicate about something? I mean, this could even be you listening to me, or either you're putting in a podcast or you're part of something here that you're publishing, what you know. News, because swords have to do with the mind. It's communication going out, data coming in, how you process it, how you relay it as well. That communication or that thought. But there's something here that comes into you, or this is you, because this is the self. I don't know if this is how you're going to process this reading. I have to laugh at it. But this is the area of your life. So whatever, I would say this is something that's coming into you. That you may be dealing with something that has to be signed. This here is the Emperor, which deals with the sign of Aries. And it's like you're considering signing something, but you haven't made the decision yet. It could be something where, you know, it's like somebody being very aggressive, putting down, you listen to me. You know, you've got to sign this, and this, you got to sign on the line, and you've got to do this. It's like the head of the ram. You're butting heads with someone else on some negotiation, possibly. And it could be with the partner. Because remember what I said was over there in Mars? It could be in a partnership, a business partnership. It could be in the marriage itself, or the spouse that wants, somebody wants a commitment out of you, and you haven't decided yet. Because, like I said, there's an opposition to your future. And it may be that somebody says something here you have to either go there, travel there. And again, it's the moon, and Libra goes to that 10th house. This could be something very much business related. It could be something with justice. It could be something with law. There could be a final date here that something has to be done. And maybe with your relationship with this other person. But somebody over here, and this also has to do with Aries. I mean, it's like somebody has to leave by a certain date. Somebody has to give up something or take. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. That was a setup date for the exterminator to come. Somebody here, you're getting some kind of news or information. Something, it could be if there's something to deal with a contract or negotiation or court thing, because we do have justice here. And the ruling is coming in. You're having to do something is something by a certain date, for sure. And I think you're waiting for personally, I think you're waiting for a decision to come on something. This is either personal, really personal in your life, and your home, maybe within the relationship, or it could be about a partnership. It could be about a job, because, partnerships and things of contracts being signed too could be legalities as well. And this could have to do with that King of Swords. A judge. Whatever it is, you're waiting for something to be settled with somebody. We have the page here. I want to talk about the other page while we're at it, because it's really influencing with that Libra and what's coming. This would be the season that we're in kind of right now, or in for you, this one, okay, I just want to point, if I can get my mouse to work right, this would be in this season right through here. Okay? Which is usually a winter season. So, this is like December. Okay? Then this here would be in this area. All right? So we're kind of in getting ready to go from this season to this season. So there's something by the end of the year and going into next year. See, I can give you a time thing here. Going into next year, that by the spring, something will be done. Kind of reminds me of, I can tell you this, and I don't think I have Capricorn in my chart, but it's something I experienced, and I'm just gonna put this out as something I've experienced, and somebody else could be experiencing the same thing. Okay, I remember I had in my life a year or so ago, maybe 2 years now, where there was an appellate hearing held in December, the early part of December. I remember that. And I had to wait all the way till about that Mars is let's see, Taurus is April. It was somewhere like in Gemini season or Gemini time, but that would have been this time that I had to wait for a ruling to come in. So it was actually 6 months, and then I got the decision on the ruling. So that kind of, looking at this, kind of came back at me that a certain date. So what this is, there's a certain date that could be scheduled about this time, Because somebody's here standing up and saying, okay, I'm going to resist something. I'm going to stand my ground on something here. Or they're either going to just let it go. Let whatever happens, happen. That's kind of like what I did. I just stood back and waited. And if you, if you have, let's say if you've had the right values at something, and you didn't do things out of spite or to harm someone else in some way, and you were fair and just, it very well can go your way if you've had the right, if you had all your ducks in a row and your evidence, and you presented your case in a timely manner, and you've done this and done that. But if you've done something to try and hurt someone else and gain something at somebody else's expense, like I said, this isn't over yet, the overall energy. It's not done. Because you're shy 4 pentacles here. But like I said, this is Aries, this is Aries, this is Libra, and then this is the season, which is right in here. Now, this is the 5 of Wands, which is Leo. This is your 5th house. The 5th house has to do with the house of pleasure and children. I'm just going back for a minute here, looking at these, see if there's something I've overmissed here. This is where you may get a notification about something through maybe an email that comes in, or a phone call. You're either expecting an email or you're expecting a phone call about something here. And I would say it's something materialistic. And this proves in that Taurus that's sitting here that there's going to be a change in this 5th house. Because Taurus rules your 5th house. Something is going to be cut out. And in your 6th house, it brings in this 10 of Swords, which would be Gemini. So that is when something here comes in. That is, it's whatever this is in here is going to come to a completion. It's going to end. It will be done. That's it. Oh, y'all gonna have to excuse me a minute. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze again. You've done all the work that can be done, and it was painful for whatever you went through here, mentally exhausting and pain. I've been there. I mean, I'm telling you, I've been there. And I know what it's like. So I understand that. And then you had the 8 of Cups here. That is Pisces energy. This is the beginning of Pisces energy. The hell is that? Give me a minute again. It sounds like somebody knocking at the door. Hold on. Sorry about that. I have storm doors on my doors, and I keep them locked, and it's like somebody hitting the frames or something of the doors. All right, I said Pisces energy. And remember, I said Pisces also deals with the moon. So, Pisces is sacrificing the 12th house is a house of the partnership over here. This is the 7th house. And Cancer is ruled by the moon as well. Like I said, somebody's got Sagittarius, and the moon is in Sagittarius right now. Which is the first quarter of the moon. So there's like a seed being planted, or the intentions are being set. But there's no aces here, so I'm not really seeing the opportunity that has come yet. But it's like the page brings in and hands you the opportunity. It's given to you. So the partner in the 7th house over here is sacrificing something. And they're adapting to whatever the sacrifice is. Pisces rules your 3rd house, which is the house of communication. So either they're sacrificing something for you, or you're having to sacrifice something for the partnership. It's like you're given, it's like a half. Somebody's willing to give half here. It could be joint custody of children, or it's like somebody's just. We've got 2 8s here. 8s are like, whatever this is, it's something with life, and it's that's the way it's going to be. But it's like, whatever's here in the 7th house is a distribution. This is somebody releasing, sacrificing, releasing something emotional, letting it go. Now, like I said, I don't know if because of this you're willing to let something go here, or if the partner's willing to let something go. We have the 8 of Pentacles. You got your 7 as overall energy. And we're seeing here the 8. So there is some sort of, this is Virgo, which is in your 9th house. And it's Mercury. Mercury is in its rulership. So this would be a good time, very good time. And this is the Magician, which is Mercury. So your mind, and we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is the best time to activate the mind for some sort of gain. The drive, the energy, the ambition to get something here sorted out. Because you come in with this overall energy, and it has to deal with that Ace of Pentacles that's there. that page, that opportunity, information. But in order to succeed at something here, you have to activate the mind, the consciousness, and really be very analytical, looking at all the details of everything, processing it mentally, making a choice what you need. It goes back to here and here, what you're getting, the information. Is it solid? Is it reality? And in this case, I would say very much so. But the only way to get an opportunity here and get the ace, the extra one, okay, to get one more thing, is to open up your mind and activate your conscious awareness. Think in reality, not in imagination, not in illusion, anything else. Because whatever this is, it's going to be reality. The next thing you have here is you have the King of Swords. And all kings I look at as mutable signs. So of the swords, what would be the mutable sign? Gemini. This is like that Ace of Swords, which hasn't, you're going to find out something here. And we're talking about fire and air on this. And here is all earth. So like I said, there, and you've got all earth here. All reality. So somebody here is not under some illusion about something. They know this is going to be reality. And they see out of this opportunities to be had. They just haven't come yet. But with the mind and activating the consciousness, you'll see the reality of things in a lot better light. And you'll know something for sure, for real. Now we have justice here. Justice deals with Libra. And the Empress would be the sign Venus. We don't have the Empress here, but we have something is definitely going to come to balance because Venus is in its rulership as well. Mercury and Venus both, and Mars being in the fall and Jupiter being in a detriment, opposite the house of its rulership. So something is, if there's any, to me, with this being the sixth house and Jupiter being there and the lot of fortune being there, what I said, it's that calculation again of what I said, the sun and the moon and the ascending. And now that this finally has come to, it is what it is, okay? Because it's funny to me, you've got the Two of Swords, you got the Ten of Swords, Libra, Gemini. Then it goes, you've got the Page here. So it's almost like the information you're getting, you know this is the end. You're just waiting on the information. And I feel like with this, the mutable is like, okay, I can deal with this. I've come to reassessing it, been through it. There's going to be an opportunity here. But it, you know, you only getting the overall energy is 7, and you're only getting the 1 extra pentacle. Um, so it will be settled, and it will be very, like I said, I look at the kings as being, um, mutable. It can, go this way or that way. And this being all earth, and this being fire and air. So it could be something that begins the fast, rapid thing to now it's done. It's set in writing, and there has to be maybe some agreement here. And once the agreement is made, then that's it. It's done. So it's kind of what I got for you guys. So I'm really kind of looking at you know um maybe where you are now, of what you will be going through. You don't know it yet, but because remember what's on we're getting ready to go into the fall equinox, and that's kind of like where we are here in this fall equinox we're getting ready to go into. um and then here would be that between the fall and the winter um solstice, and here would be the spring solstice. But remember, what is down here below this horizon can't be seen. It's hidden from us. And what's up here is what can be seen. So, whatever you're experiencing now, as this ascends, you'll gradually be seeing this coming about. Okay? So, I hope this makes sense to you, and I hope, it resonates with you and gives you some reality here, and some helpful advice. Plus, it gives you the tools for you to look at this and say, okay, whatever it is coming to an end, and then and you can have that opportunity to reconcile with it and say, okay, I'm okay. I mean, I was that way. I promise you, I was that way. Matter of fact, I think I had to wait 2 years before mine came around, and then it only took 6 months to get the started in December and it ended in May. I think it was May. Yeah, May, and I got my ruling, and my case came on my side. But I was patient, and you know, I thought it would be something that would be done and resolved, within a few months. But when my lawyer at the time said filing the appeal, it could take up to 2 years. Well, it did, and when he told me 2 years, my heart just sank. I mean, I'd already been through this for so long, and I was just getting so exhausted, and I know what it feels like. To whatever this may be, it's just, I know you want it done. I don't know who that is. Okay, I got what you, let me know if this resonated with you. Like I said, with that lot of fortune, check out your ascending, this is your sun. Check out your moon, whatever it may be. Look at your chart and your ascending, and you can probably get a pretty good, all put together, a fulfillment of something here. that can help you further down the road. Okay? I don't know what the others are. Like I said, I don't know everybody's chart. All right, so y'all take care, and I appreciate you being here with me. Um, and I hope it gives you some comfort. I do. And like I said, if you're a subscriber, please give the video the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm to support the channel. Share the link to the video if you know somebody else that's going through something or could help them there. Also, I welcome new viewers to consider joining the channel, become part of it, and through getting that subscribe, that check, and hitting the like button and hitting the bell so you can get the notifications when something is being posted. Subscribers get they get the notification. If you're not subscribed, you're not going to know when something's put up. I do at the end of this, because when I get done here and I'm done and I end the stream, YouTube has to process the video, and then what they do when they process it, then I'll be able to put at the end of the video the video with the one of the weekly astrology, and also I will put on there the list of the playlist, so you can click on that and you don't have to go search for it. Just click on it and take you straight to the playlist, and you can go through all the signs and all the astrologies at this time. Okay, so trying to make it as easy as possible. And now that hopefully I've got my settings right and everything, they stay that way and I don't have to fight it anymore, I can get through that. So with that all being said, thank you for being here. I enjoy having, and hopefully I can do a live feed soon and get to know everybody. And kind of reconnect with some old friends as well. All right, so y'all take care, and I will see you later. Bye for now.